Welcome to the Red River Valley of North Dakota. A land flowing with milk and honey. You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch. The first beet shift of the year. Well, good morning, this is Beet Farmin Mitch. We're coming at you live from a sugar beet field. It's the first day of sugar beet harvest 2025. And one of my favorite things about the first day of harvest is having my first cup of coffee. To keeping it sweet. Still hot. So I'm currently in one of our harvesters. We got two 12-row harvesters going out here, running with the crew of trucks, getting the work done. So my dad's just coming by in the topper here. So we have a separate machine that cuts the tops off of the leaves. That's also known as the rotobeater, topper, defoliator, and then here you can see the beets that are top. Now this is our sugar beet harvester. So how this works is the beets are in rows there, and then those lifter wheels pinch them out of the ground. That's called the paddle shaft. That sweeps the beets out of the lifter wheel. Then they go onto the header roller. You can see it's kind of getting a little sticky on there. I've been having to clean mud a lot today. Up through the center apron, onto this grab roll bed, up the Ferris wheel, into that conveyor, into the tank, and across the boom and into the truck. Looks like we got another customer coming. Loaded. So people often ask, why do we dig beets 24 hours a day? Well, see, at night the sugar beets are sleeping. They don't put up a very big fight. Well, no, actually it's because it takes us a long time to get the crop off. So I've been going 2.8 miles an hour with this. A couple reasons. One, there's a lot of beets here. This is a huge beet crop, and so you got to make sure you don't fill the machine too full. And two, it also leaves a little bit more room on the grab rolls for cleaning. And since it's a little bit muddy, we need to spend a little bit more time cleaning them. 22 feet wide, 2.8 miles an hour. We do have two machines, so that helps. But it still takes a long time to get the crop off. So that's why we go 24 hours a day. And sometimes it takes a while to get trucks back from the piler, or if you're hauling far. We have a pretty short haul here. You can actually see all those lights. I think I'm blocking them right now. That is the piler, so it's just a few miles away. You can see our orange blinking light there in the corner. We mark our driveways with signs and lights so that the drivers can see them at night. And speaking of night, it looks like this night's about to be over because I see kind of the sun a little bit of twilight beginning. The first day is dawning. And things at the piler have really slowed down, so every chance I get, I've been having to clean some dirt. This field's pretty tacky, so it's building up. But first, I'll show you my golf swing. I don't golf much. So here's the beet that I just hit. That's the tip of the tap right there. That's where sugar comes from. Now a little basketball. And a little hockey. So yeah, stuff like this. Clean this stuff up. It also likes to build up in here. There's a pretty big chunk. Yeah, that's a good one in there. So that'll probably get sucked through the grab rolls. There's a lot to clean on here. Hey, the sun's coming up now. Now we got her picked out good. We're gonna run all the mud through. You look good, don't worry. You're used to it. So the sun has risen. Nice day hauling beets, except the piler's been pretty slow waiting for trucks, but we do have a special guest today that came up to visit and see sugar beet harvest.
Hello, we made it.
Yeah, we got Zach Hefty here with Ag PhD, and yeah, what do you think of sugar beets so far?
Well, right now we're waiting for trucks, so it's a little bit slow, but it's super cool. Cutting off the tops of the leaves, topping it, then they're pulling it out, which that's Mitch pulling it out here, and right now we're just waiting on trucks. So that's about where we're at this point. It's a nice day out, probably ideal for sugar beet harvest.
Yeah, the temperatures are perfect. It's a nice cool day. Okay, so what food item are we harvesting here today?
Sugar.
That's right, a lot of people forget that. So we've got our sugar beets here, we've got our corn across the way there. We got Hefty corn.
We just need to come out with some Hefty brand sugar beets.
There you go, yes.
We got a little bit of Cercospora on the leaves. They're pretty clean though. If you're just driving by, you wouldn't probably even see it. There's little circles here, little disease coming. It takes a lot to spray these. How many times do you have to spray these to stop that?
These got sprayed 4 times and they're CR plus resistant.
Wow, and there's still some showing up.
Yeah.
At least it's not too bad, but there's still some around here even after all of those applications.
Well, thank you, Zach, for coming out to visit, and of course for bringing the survival snack pack during beet harvest here. We got the Hefty Seed Company sponsored snack pack, and if you have seen my videos before, you know I'm a big snack guy. Tough to beat Famous Amos. There's probably some sugar beet sugar in there. I got to meet Zach at Ag PhD Field Day in Baltic, South Dakota this last summer. So if you've never heard of that, you should check it out. So it's hard to see him in there, but fun fact, I know Wesley from church, good guy. And the first time I met him, he told me he's seen all my videos, so that was kind of fun. So since it's wet, we're loading this triaxle over the drive axle so that there's more traction. We load the front of the box first, the truck can get stuck easier. So if you're wondering why we're loading in the middle right away, that is why. Another truck loaded. We just got this little strip left on this field. Well, it takes some time, it's not so little. But it's 11 o'clock and it's starting to get warm out. And the piler that we're hauling to shuts down at 1 today and opens up again at 10 p.m. tonight. If the sugar beet root temps are above 55 degrees, we have to stop hauling because then the beets are too warm to store over the winter. So it's kind of a bummer we gotta shut down today, but we'll get as many beets in as we can. Still got a lot of beet harvest left. We're just barely at the tip of the iceberg here. Cheers. At least we get to dig again tonight. That's the worst, is when you have those, you get in your rhythm of being on the night shift and then it all changes. On a cookie. Refined beet sugar prices are down 33% from 1 year ago. Their lowest level since 2019. Sugar prices are lower just like everything else. Weight loss drugs are to blame. That's what it says in the news article. Now I support healthy living, but it's okay to have a slice of apple crisp in the fall. So our last loads just went in and we're shut down for heat. So we're fueled up, cleaned out, and ready for the next run. But that doesn't mean the day is over. On to the next thing. Yep, time to go harvest soybeans. It can get to be some pretty long days when you're doing 2 crops in one day, and one of those crops is 24 hours a day. It's been a long day. It's only 4:30, but we still have a lot of soybeans left over there. The ground is still kind of wet here, so it's been touch and go. I did just plug the feeder house and that was not very fun. But on the bright side, I got a perfectly wide pass to get back. So you can see we got the road track on the grain cart instead of the other beet harvester this year. That's because we got a different 340. The tracks work great in the field, but on the road, they're not the best. They get hot. We're gonna have to wake up and dig beets again tonight and finish soybeans and do this all over again tomorrow. I'm usually pretty eager and fresh for the first few days of beet harvest, but after you get a few days in, it starts to wear on you. It's some short nights of sleep. And we got a broken sickle tooth. That's a new one. I've never had it stay inside of that little crack before. Fixed up and going. But it's starting to get a little tough, so I don't think we're gonna be going too much longer. Yeah, I was just getting to be too tough out here. We're gonna finish this last pass. Still not the end of the world. We should be able to get a good night's sleep tonight. That was a good day. We hauled some beets. We got some soybeans done. Should finish soybeans tomorrow. We got more beets tonight. And hopefully we can dig beets all day tomorrow. It's a busy time. But anyway, we'll see you in the morning. And now we're back in the tractor. So I guess there'll be some long days and short nights this time of year. But that's the life of a beet farmer. Well, thank you for joining me on our first day of sugar beet harvest. There will be more to come. This is Beet Farmin Mitch. Don't forget to keep it sweet.